I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at hotDOCS in downtown Toronto. I'm here with filmmaker Ross Sutherland. How does it feel to have your film stand by for taped backup screening here at hotDOCS?
Yeah, it feels really, really amazing. Because this film, like, it started off as like a theatre show, and so now for it to kind of like, which I was just doing in like small fringe theatres, to like 8 people in, like the back room of a pub, and now to be able to kind of have it on like a cinema screen in, like in Toronto, and be able to sort of come here and kind of, to be able to call myself a filmmaker is pretty awesome, I've got to say. So I'm chuffed.
And a film that started in theater is that's an interesting sort of premise. So tell me a little bit about the theater, where it originated.
No worries. Okay. Well, the way that it all kind of started basically was that because it's a true story, and it's basically because I found a videotape in the loft of my house, and on this videotape, it was all of the TV shows that me and my granddad had recorded as a kid. Now, this is a tape that I'd sort of had as a tiny child and kind of forgotten about. And it was basically when I would visit my grandparents, we would kind of record like music videos and TV shows and just whatever onto this tape. And that had been a big part of my childhood. And then my grandparents had died. The tape had kind of come to me, and it just ended up in my loft, and I'd kind of forgotten about it. So I kind of pulled this tape out, and it's a mess. Like, the contents of it are like a total mess because we didn't know how to do it properly. We kind of recorded over, and we didn't line up the end of one program with the start of the next. So it's just like a complete mess of
like
a tape.
A collage.
It's a total collage. It's like a patchwork quilt of like me and my granddad's kind of relationship, really. Like, it sums up my kind of relationship with him, because all we did was like watch stuff. And so what I do is I take this videotape and I kind of manipulate it, and I kind of take small sections of it and I kind of loop them over and over. You rewind and play, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to like find these little scenes within this videotape that I can kind of use to tell the story of my life and the story of my granddad's life and our kind of relationship together. So I'm trying to like repurpose these little scenes and give them kind of new meanings. And that's kind of what the tape is. It's kind of like the entire film is you're just seeing this videotape and me rewinding it and fast forwarding it, and my voice is just in the kind of voiceover.
So you were just telling me that you had a hard drive crash and you lost all of your memories. So tell me a little bit about how this film is, helping you contact those memories and sort of, keep them alive.
Well, no, I think that's exactly it. I think that's exactly what it is. It's about finding new ways back into the past. Like, I don't know if you have this problem, but it's sometimes it's really, really hard. Memories are kind of lost often until we find like other ways back to them. If there's like a place you used to live, until you go back to that place, and then suddenly all the memories come back, right? Suddenly you're like, oh no, I remember this, I remember that. And it's just hard to find those links back to the past. You can't just summon them. And so what's quite nice about taking, even if it's just like an old advert for a bank that played, for like a couple of months back in, like 1991. But then you see this, and it was played so much at the time that it's evocative immediately to that moment in time. And that's like a channel back to the past, and so I've just by using this tape, I found these memories back to my granddad. In fact, I remember, and it's a kind of memory that was kind of lost to me for many, many years, but it took me back to my first experience of going to the cinema, right? And my granddad, he took me to see Ghostbusters in the cinema. Now, I kind of thought I was about like 7 or 8 years old when I first saw Ghostbusters, but actually, I checked on Wikipedia. Ghostbusters first came out in 1984, which means, in actual fact, I was only like 4 years old when my granddad took me to see it. And and I don't know why. I don't know whether he took me back. I don't know whether this was because I was scared, and I don't know whether it was just because, like, my granddad didn't really know what else to do with me. But he ended up taking me to the cinema 5 days in a row to see Ghostbusters. So
You're like, I need to see it again.
again, I need to stop being scared of it. You need to like, and so I kind of watch it again. Like this time, I'm not going to be scared, and then it's scary, and then and then I go like a third time. I'm like, I'm going to get through it this time, and but over time, like you learn how to anticipate it. You learn the film, right, and then it doesn't scare you anymore, and so that was like a weird memory which was had been lost to me for many years, and then it came back. Yeah.
Is Ghostbusters your favorite film?
Yeah, it's pretty. I probably
It is.
any film that you've seen like 20 times. At that point, you have to say just check the stats, and like you probably have to say that it is.
And have other family members of yours seen this film, and how has it affected them?
Yeah, I mean that was obviously like they are the audience I was most concerned about, and I really because it's like it's to be talking about family in kind of that way. No, my mum saw she saw the theatre version of it this kind of summer, and so that was like a really like important moment. I mean, she said she liked it, but then again, she is my mum. She has to say that,
Yeah.
right? It was that was like important moment to kind of share that. But no, I think it's great. And although it is a very, very personal story, I find that like most people are kind of connecting to it and their own lives. They're remembering like where they were when they were seeing this footage, and they're remembering other people that they've lost from their life too. And I think it's that weird mixture of very, very common, well-known footage, stuff that's just like that's known to everyone, and then like very, very sort of like personal kind of memories. And weirdly, what seems to happen, I don't quite understand why, is like through like this film, this project, like those two things kind of interact in like an interesting way.
And where's the best place for us to find out more information on you and the film online?
You could probably go to like Twitter, Ross G Sutherland. That's my Twitter handle. And if you type in, it's called Stand By for Tape Backup. I know that's a convoluted title. We're stuck with it now. But yeah, if you type that into Google, it'll come up.
Great. Well, thank you so much, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much.
Thanks. I'm Katie Uhlmann reporting for Katie Chats at hotDOCS in downtown Toronto.